Welcome to Walk's Wednesday Words, devotional thoughts from Pastor Walk at First Presbyterian Church. We've been looking at the weekly devotional study, Lent in Plain Sight, by Jill Duffield. This was one of the best weeks. We looked at crosses as objects in plain sight that help us reflect on our journey towards Easter. Everyone seems to have a favorite cross. Some years ago, Bill Cochran made the cross in the fellowship hall. He also carved 170 wooden crosses with some metal inlay for the women of the church to celebrate the 150th anniversary in 2007. Bill was a wonderful woodworker. Look at the beauty of the cross and all of its meaning. The detail, the many different symbols and meanings. The cross is an important symbol to Christians. We wear it as jewelry. It's in our churches. It's on our churches. This beautiful cross replaced the weather vane that topped our steeple for many years. I took this picture with my recreational drone a few days ago. There's an important difference between crosses and crucifixes. We Protestants have empty crosses to remind us of the empty tomb. Roman Catholic Christians often wear crucifixes that remind us of the suffering of Jesus. But some Roman Catholic crucifixes have a risen Jesus, smiling. Some crosses are Celtic crosses with a circle that represents the fullness of God and hope. Did you know that, what the circle on the Celtic cross was? We have a Celtic cross in the fellowship hall and here in the sanctuary. The cross means many things. We're reminded in the study that we are reconciled to God through the cross. This is our theology of atonement, and it's complex and nuanced theology that is beyond this study, this Lent. But maybe we'll look at that some other year. When Jesus was walking to his death on Calvary, walking towards the crucifixion, the way of the cross, he stumbled and fell, and the Romans commanded a man named Simon of Cyrene to carry his cross. What's that like, to carry someone else's burdens? I think it changes us. Parenthood, taking care of an older relative, working in a helping profession. Sometimes we literally carry others, and we symbolically carry their burdens. Simon must have been frightened to have a Roman soldier stop him on the street and command him to work. The soldier could have beaten him or arrested him. Simon is mentioned by name, as are his sons, Rufus and Alexander, that they have names. I think those men must have become Christians and were leaders in the young church in Jerusalem or Galilee. Carrying Jesus' cross changed Simon from Cyrene for the better. Doing that act of service, he was compelled to do it, but it was a life-changing event to see Jesus. Have you ever been on a life-changing event like a mission trip or a conference or to hear an evangelist speak? Some act of service? I was called to ministry on the Presbyterian Youth Council when I was in a leadership position. And it was confirmed on a mission trip to Haiti. Jesus was on the cross, dying for the sins of humanity. And one of the thieves on a cross next to him asked to be remembered when he went into his kingdom. And the other thief laughed. Some of the passers-by derided Jesus and mocked him. Soldiers spat on him and beat him. Yet Jesus willingly went to the cross and died for them. He forgave them. God forgave them. We learn a lot about God in this story. His grace, forgiveness, and mercy. Do you have a favorite cross? Do you wear it or hang it on the wall? Maybe it's a cross in this church or on a wall back home. This is one of my favorite crosses. It's from the Church of the Miracle of the Loaves and Fish in Galilee, in Israel. It's by the lakeshore and has ancient art, including a Christian mosaic of loaves and fish. Maybe it's the site of that miracle. This cross has a copy of that ancient mosaic, and it reminds me of Jesus' miracle of abundance and of sharing. Our crosses have many meanings, and they reflect all of those thoughts and emotions and meanings. We can think about that for a long time. I hope you will. As we journey towards Easter, thanks for joining me on my Wednesday words. See you next week.